That's good. Alright, you watch that and tell me if it's sparking. Here we go. Didn't see anything. Alright, so I got the distributor off, and I got the voltage on. Got to make sure the points are open and closed in here, so I'm going to stick the test light in here. And it should want to make and break the points here, which it doesn't appear to be doing. Yeah. The points need to be adjusted. It's not breaking contact with the points here. The points open and close like this, and when they close, that's when the coil makes contact and it fires off to the thing, to the distributor cap to fire the spark plugs. But they're not opening far enough, so it's making contact all the time, so it's not firing anything. So I got to adjust the points where they open up a little bit more. I think I got to take the distributor body off here to get to it a little bit easier. Remember, these brass pieces are the actual spark plug wires, if you will. They're straps. This is what transfers the spark, so don't touch it when you're cranking or else you'll get a shock. So here's the points here. I've got there's a screw here where I can adjust them in and out. I've got to do that. I'm not sure how far they got to open. I got to check in the book. So I'm going to go ahead and check in the book, and then we'll be right back at it. Alright, I consulted the manual, and since the light was lit up when the ignition was on and didn't go off, that means that the points are hung open, and I can see there's actually a gap now. So they're not making contact. So I've got to back this adjustment screw off here, or tighten it up actually. Crank the points into the... Man, why is that so tight? Oh, I got to loosen this first. I got to bring these in until they make contact. So right now the lobe is open, so the points should be closed at this time. And then when they go open, they want to go to a 20 thousandths. Still open. And they're getting close. Still open. Alright, the points are a little dirty. I'm going to get a piece of sandpaper, and right there I just played with it. It sparked, and it made a little gap. Watch this, when I open it up, it'll light it back up. So the points are dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of this piece of fine sandpaper, and I'm going to clean. There's a little contact spot there. I've gone too far because they're pushed together. They're pushed together like this, but they're dirty, so they're not going. So let me get a little piece of sandpaper, piece of somewhat fine sandpaper in here. Just try to shine these back up. Yeah, just a little bit of corrosion in there for some reason. Alright, that's open there, so I'm going to go back in a little bit. Now what I need to do now to set the proper gap is I need to take the crank again, and I need to roll it around until it's on a lobe and the points are open, which is coming around now. Let's see. Okay, it's closing again. Okay, comes another lobe. It's hard to tell where the top of the lobe is. I got some feeler gauges here. Alright, I got feeler gauges set to 20 thousandths. I'm going to go in here and see if I can feel. Can't quite get in there, but it's hard to tell where the center of the lobe is. Alright, that's about 20 thousandths right there. I'm going to go ahead and tighten this set screw back down. And now I take the crank, turn the ignition back on. Should be able to see the points make and break here. Okay, we're open because we're at the top of the lobe. Oop. You see the light? Yep. Okay, light just went out. Light came on, we're opening. Light went out, we're closed. Light came back on, we're opening. Light went out, we're closed. Light came back on, we're opening. So now I know the ignition is fired. Gonna put the distributor cap back on. Here. Just goes, let's see, this. Put the rotor back in. That's good, so now I'll go ahead and put the distributor cap back on. Where's the distributor cap? Here we go. Ignition's off. Go ahead and put our straps back on. Alright, now I'm going to crank it and we'll see if it jumps spark. Ready? Can you see it? Here we go. See that spark jumping? She's sparking. Alright, here we go. It not running on spray like I thought it would. I got one more trick up my sleeve. I'm going to pull a plug out of the intake and shoot a little shot right in the intake and then seal it back up. We'll see how that goes, and then we're going to get gas and put gas in the gas tank. Alright, give her a little shot right in the intake. It fired! Oh, it'll be burning up here. See smoke? Why does he smoke? It popped once, I heard it. Bam! So let me go ahead and get a little gasoline and throw a little gas in the fire and see what happens. Alright, here we go. I got a little bit of gas. Non-ethanol gas here. I got a fire extinguisher. I'm going to fuel her up just a little bit. Hopefully it won't leak everywhere. Take a gander at that. If you watch the sediment bowl here, see if it comes spilling out into the carburetor onto the ground. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spilling out of the fuel bowl. Nuts. Alright, so that gasket's leaking. Oop. Take this and dump it back into the tank. Like so. Myself a rag. So I had the rubber in there upside down. it's imprinted from touching the glass, and I had it in there upside down. There's a groove on one side and it's flat on the other. Probably need to get a new rubber, but that's why I was leaking. I wire wheeled it out real nice. It was kind of corroded. I tried cleaning up the best I can. So I'm going to put the side down that faces down to the glass. Go ahead and open the valve back up under the gas tank again to fill her up. Here it comes. See if it seals better this time. Oh, hold on, now I got a new leak here. Got a leak here, I believe, out of the fuel line. It's like a leaking son of a gun here. It's a new steel fuel line in an old aluminum housing here. Oh, wasn't quite tight. I'm going to play around with this and see if I can get it to stop leaking before I go any further. All right, I'm showing a little bit of gas here at the carburetor, so I think it's got some. I put a cork gasket in here. I had a brand new one, and it stopped the leak of the fuel bowl. You can see it didn't even fill all the way up because it's airbound now. So I'm going to whirl the engine over, and it should suck this down a little bit. Got a fire extinguisher handy. I moved the gas into the other room out of the way. We'll turn the ignition on. And give her a little bit of throttle. I'm going to try it and see what happens here. Close the choke. I have to crack this line to let the air out. Let the air out. Get some gas into the carburetor. So that's loose. Tighten that down. Should gravity bleed. Whoop. There we go. Gravity gas into the carburetor. She wants to go. We got carburetor issues now. Now how do I fill the fuel bowl? It's supposed to be a running carburetor. It was running. But conditions are unknown at this time. Come on, baby. Going to do some carburetor read up and see if I can make sure I got gas in there, then we'll go from there. Alright, well I got some more tinkering on this thing to do here, so this video is getting kind of long. I think I'm going to have to cut it right here, cut it here, cut it here, cut it here. So come back next time when hopefully this thing runs. But in the meantime, please subscribe. I'm going to put a circle all the way over there on that red flathead unit over there. Go ahead and hit that to subscribe. Putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So like, share, tell your friends, hit the blue bell for the alerts. And as always, we'll see you again at the Quick Speed Shop.